crafty friends, it's Annie from Vintage Lace Journal, and I'm here today with a quick make. I might do a bit of a mass make, but I'm going to make these book page envelopes. Now, before in the past I've made these, I've done the envelope opening at the top, but because I want these to be able to be used for ephemera, or even actually used as an envelope, more purposeful than just obviously something to go at the top, I've made them this way. And obviously the inside of the book page can be seen inside as well. You can get much more in here than you would if it was just a top loading pocket. I've sort of played around with these. I've did some with sewing on. Didn't quite like the way it affected the image on this side because I didn't want to stitch down this side because of the way it closes. So I decided not to do stitching and just have it like this. And then I've got these labels here, which are the new labels from Junk Journal Studios. So massive lot. These are the Days Gone By, which Michelle released, I think it was last year actually, I can't remember now, it might have been early this year, but she's now done these in different colour sets. So the colour sets you can get are purple and yellow, so it's the same ones as Days Gone By before, all the labels are the same, she's just obviously enhanced them in different colours. So you've got this one, which is the purples. I'm just going to hold this up this way. Yeah, so I'm sure she'll do a flip through on her page, but this is the yellows. So as always, we do the larger labels and the smaller labels. You've got text there, and then the same in the purple. So these are the smaller labels, bigger labels, and so on. So beautiful, beautiful colours, beautiful, beautiful labels. This purple is lovely. So that's the purple and yellow. You've then got pink and turquoise. Okay, so the pink are here. So again, same labels, different colour, and it's all those different sizes. Again, you see I've already been using these. Nice big ones down to the small tiny ones. There's dates on there, all sorts, tickets, words, numbers, letters, and that's the pink. And this beautiful turquoise. Turquoise is my favourite colour, absolutely love turquoise. So there's that one in there as well. And then the last one, she's done the colour as blue and green pastel. So it's blue, but it's a pastel blue and a pastel green. So again, different kind of labels. I printed all these off just onto copier paper because I find that's the easiest way for me to use it. I can just cut them out as and when I want them. So circle labels. These are all designed as well if you've got circle punches. So they're 1 inch, 1.5 inch and 2 inch circles. So you can just cut them out with your punches. Well, yeah, so I'm going to be using these in my projects as well because these go really, really nicely. So head over to Junk Journal Studio, and obviously this is how I've just used them on my project, just here by sticking them on. Okay, so book pages. I have been really naughty lately, going to charity shops and getting some random books, usually bird books, mushroom books, and obviously these ones, which are where's going me? Plant books. Now this book I've completely pulled apart now. It is amazing. It was all to do with herbs, but every single page has an image and text either on one side or the other, and these are just absolutely glorious. So every single one of these pages I'm going to make into one of these envelopes, or might use them in other projects, but this is probably going to be what I'm going to do with most of them because it comes out beautifully. It means that you have the picture, the image on one side, and on the reverse you actually have about that plant. So this is broom, this is about broom, this is burning bush, this is about burning bush. So the envelope jewels up as actually an envelope, but it also jewels up as a plant and the information about it. Now you can use these in junk journals because you can pop these in with just a paper clip. You know, the hidden paper clips I've done before, you could use those on the side of those. So they're really, really simple to make. So I'm going to mass make a few of these just to show you how they are done. There's no measuring involved in this. All I'm doing is looking at where the image is and then folding the page. I've done these before. If you go onto my Instagram channel, I've got a quick version of me doing this. So I'm going to do a slower version just to show you how it's done. So first of all, I'm going to do this side first because it's close to my image. So I'm going to fold this over. This is roughly, if you want measurements, just under 1 inch. But it doesn't really matter for the purposes of this. And then the next thing I'm going to do is fold this over. And I'm going to have this so it goes practically up to this fold here. I'm going to leave a little bit so it doesn't catch. And then just run my finger down there. So with these images, I've got the image on the front and then I've got the text on the back. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold the bottom up, and on here there's quite a nice little line actually, but if you don't have that, again it's the same kind of size you've done before. And then on this side I'm going to do exactly the same, bottom to top. Okay, open it all up, and that leaves you with our folds here. So all you need to do now is come in with some scissors, and you're cutting the outside too. So this part and this part, and then this part and this part, and I'm leaving this part on there. So snip up along that line there, and then along. And then the same on this corner, snip up and along. And then this corner, so you're just cutting along your fold lines. And then finally the last one here. So then all I'm going to do is on these two panels, which will be my flaps that I then glue, I'm going to just come in on the angle and just taper them in. So cut on the diagonal, that one, and then cut on the diagonal on this one. Now I'm not cutting on the diagonal on this top flap because I'm going to leave that exactly as it is. Okay, and that gives us the basis of our envelope. So last thing I'm going to do before I ink and glue is just come along this top edge here. So this measures 25 centimetres, so half of that is 12 and a half. I'm just going to come in with my 2-inch cutter and just cut out a little notch. Try not to get that text. Okay. Now I'm going to look at the colour on the front of here. This is a pinky purpley kind of colour. So I've just got some purple chalk ink. Got these from my local craft store. And all I'm going to do is just come around the edge and ink in that colour, because I just think it's just lovely to pick up the same colour as the plant is. So I'll just fast forward this bit. I'm going to just go all the edges, and I'll come back once I've finished. So there we go, all inked around the edges. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my wet glue. I'm going to glue this tab here and this tab here, and then fold it up to seal the envelope. So making sure you get right up the edges so there's no peeling or lifting, especially on this top bit here where things are going to come in and out of the envelope. So peel that up and just put that down. So there is the basis of your envelope. So you've got that beautiful image on the front, got the text about it on the back, and it will open this way for you to be able to get lots of lovely things inside. So the last thing I'm going to do here is just come in with my labels. So obviously this is a purple colour envelope, so I'm going to get my purple and yellow labels. Now I've got a nice big area at the top here, so I think I'm going to put quite a big label at the top. So going on to my purple labels. Actually, this is more pink than purple. I'm just going to come in with those pink labels instead. So matching up to your project as best you can. I quite like that S. I think it might look quite nice down the bottom. I keep these labels. I know lots of people make ephemera holders, but there's so many sheets on here. I think something like 70 sheets. So I'm actually going to keep these on the sheet, and it's just easy to have a look and see what you want to use then. Cutting that out. A little bit of wet glue on the bottom. You could also stamp on these if you wanted to as well. So I'm going to think about putting a nice sort of longish label at the top there. Just seen one I quite like, so I'm going to put something here as well. And there's this ticket which has got like rounded edges. I'm going to pop that there. Just going to roughly cut it out. So I always find it easy when you cut rounded things to move the paper rather than to, move the paper than your scissors. So just spin that paper around with your fingers. Okay, I might just pop a little bit of ink and parts of that. So again, just wet glue in the middle. And then just something at the top here. So it's finding something that's going to go in with what actually is on here. I think that's too big. No, not quite like that. And you can size these up against your projects before cutting them out to make sure it's the right size. Just double check. Yep, got like that there. And because you get so many of these, and obviously once you've downloaded them there, you also reprint off as often as you like. It's fantastic. There we go. And then on the back, I might just put a little label along here. There we go. I'm going to leave the text on the back because, like I said, it links in with the actual plant on the front. There we go. So one done. Simple as that. Book page, bit of inking, a few labels. Let's just have a go at another one. So I'm going to pop those labels to the side. And let's go on with another one. Let's have a look at this lovely sunflower. So this image is on the other side. It's quite wide picture, so I'm going to try and put my flap as close to that as I possibly can. So making sure that's lined up on the side. Oh, I've lost the S of the sunflower. It's fine, it'll be on the other side. And then again, just fold that up. There we go. So we've got that gorgeous sunflower in the middle and all that lovely information on the other side. So remember, once you've done that part, just fold the bottom up, turn it. If you would do this, pull this bit down and kind of hold it there, otherwise it does go out of shape, distorts the shape a little bit. Nice crease there. Then opening up and go with our cutting. So we cut along crease folds there. And it's quite nice because you can see the image on the inside of the envelope as well as the outside. It's a shame to cover one of them up. I've been choosing my favourite images. And luckily I haven't had one so far that I've missed. That's good. There we go. So then just use my smaller scissors for this. Taper those corners. And inside. And I'm just going to measure again here. So it was 12.5 centimetres. A little notch there. So quick and easy once you get going. You can make a line mass production line. And this time I'm obviously going to go in with yellow, so I'm just going to change my head on here. I'm hoping yellow will show quite nicely. It's quite a vivid yellow. So just pop those flaps in because they don't need to be inked. And off we go again. There we go, all inked. So again, come in with our glue and down those flaps. And glue up. It's tacky glue so it doesn't take too long to hold. And there we have, loving that gorgeous colour, and that yellow ink just really sets that off. So I'm going to come in with my yellow labels. So I'm going to have something down the bottom here, I think. Quite like this little 4.5D. Makes it almost look like a seed packet, a large seed packet. Should I use my bigger scissors there? That here. Oops. And then just a little number or something at the top there. Quite like this little date. 15th of July. And because these images are so beautiful, they don't really need a lot. Not really else on there. I think I'm actually going to leave that like that. A little yellow one at the top and one down the bottom. And again, inked, ready to be filmed. So there we go. Quick little project. Have a look at Junk Journal Studio. I'll link their Etsy shop below for all the different sets of labels. Yeah, and happy making of these lovely envelopes. Take care. See you soon, crafty friends. Bye.